Alright, so it's JoJo on the radio. I've been talking about this dude all night. Ladies and gentlemen, I give y'all Joe Jonas.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Feels good to be back, JoJo.
It's awesome to have you back, man. Last time you were here, you had, of course, those two guys with you.
Yep, Bill and Rodney. Feels good to be back doing my own thing, and I miss them, but I'm happy to be here with these guys. You guys.
There you go. Before we get into all the nuts and bolts of what's going on with Joe Jonas, I have to make a confession, dude.
Oh.
The other night I tried to do this little stunt, and I don't like to call and set it up with publicists or managers or record label. I like to do this without anybody knowing.
Okay.
Most of the time it doesn't work.
Here we go.
Every now and then it does. But I try to make a delivery to a celebrity's house with like a gift.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so, you know.
Oh, hi, JoJo.
One time we actually got to Charlie Sheen's door before the whole I'm winning thing going on. We delivered a turkey to his door. It was crazy.
That's pretty awesome.
Anyway, you know, we decided to deliver something to you.
To me?
For your dog, actually, because I know you love your pup.
I'm curious where you went.
Well, we went to, I don't want to say exactly where, because I know this is top secret info, but we had...
And we're on the radio.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's the same place that Snoop Dogg lives.
Maybe.
All right, so I'm in the right spot. I sent my crew over there, and your security guards are awesome over there. They need a raise. My dude TJ is good. He goes up in there with his, hey, I got a delivery from JoJo on the radio from KIIS-FM. I don't see Joe listed on the list here. We're thinking, I know he lives here, you know? So we keep prying, and finally we said, dude, all right, can we leave it for Joe? No, I can't leave gifts. Can we leave it for Snoop? No, I can't leave it for Snoop. So, Joe, I have a gift I'm going to give to you now because we failed.
Oh, I think that was a great attempt, though.
I just want to give you some dog biscuits.
Thank you very much. Milkbone brand.
Freaking murder trying to get that to you, dude. It was freaking murder.
This is amazing. Have you ever tried to eat a dog treat?
I sense a dare.
I'm just saying.
Let's pause, and if he wants to go for it, we'll do this. Why do you do this?
We might need some gum, though.
We might need some water. Somebody get us some water real quick.
I'll be honest. I've had a dog treat before.
What will they taste?
It tastes like a mixture of cardboard and like some weird chicken bits.
Perfect. Love it. Back
2.7 KIIS-FM.
I just JoJo on the radio. Joe Jonas is hanging out tonight. Yes, sir. Joe, the solo project, I was told that you made a statement. It's a little bit scary kicking this thing off without, you know, the security blanket of your brothers, and you guys have been doing it together for so long. So, you know, why don't you just walk me through how it is, you know, solo versus group, and what's so damn scary about it?
I think it's just different doing it all by myself. It's like starting over. I mean, going to all these radio stations all across Europe and America, and it's been cool. I think it's been very comfortable to be able to see the fans come out. Some of the same fans that have been there for me and my brothers for years. That's been the greatest thing, and to have my brother's support going into it's been great.
I was told that you know, some of these tracks on this upcoming album more revealing, more, you know, you're not, you know, you're almost 22 now, so you're getting into you've been to clubs and you drink and you have tattoos now and you're a man.
You got a whole back tattoo.
But
just kidding.
But
I don't really have a back tattoo.
Have any tats at all?
I was admiring yours.
Look at that, man.
Is that a barcode?
Well, it looks like a barcode if you don't see the other part of it, but that's a Michael Jackson logo. You see the Michael Jackson toes popping up?
Look at you.
But back to the music, Joe.
Yes, anyway.
But yeah, you're tackling some adult subjects here, I guess. Describe some of the differences and I guess the more daring topics you've touched upon.
I think a lot of stuff that I wrote about on the album, it's all personal stuff that I went through.
Talk about any ex-girlfriends, because you've been tossed under the bus a couple times.
Yeah.
I know you can't answer that.
That's why I just went.
No, but I mean, to be honest with you, relationships come up in songs all the time, so it makes sense. And all of your exes, I love them all. So I'm not trying to pick on them. They're all good people. Things just don't work out for whatever reason.
Everything's cool, and you know, for me, it's like therapy. It's like writing in your journal. I think this is the best example for people that may not write music, but it's like writing in your journal and then being like, okay, here you go. You can look at it now. That's not really the easiest thing to do. So for me, I wanted to be able to do my best to write out things that I've gone through, either good or bad, of relationships. I've wrote songs about the fans. I've wrote songs about touring. I've wrote songs about traveling with my brother. And it was interesting because it's the first time I ever wrote by myself. So as I started going with it, I just started writing songs, you know, like you said, mature music, stuff that 21-year-olds go through.
Songs about mustaches and things.
Yeah, mustaches, tying your own shoes.
Yeah, I don't know. Give me some thoughts on on the Chris Brown collaboration?
He's a lot of fun. I got in the studio with him, must have been like 4 months ago now. We got in the studio just to kind of play each other music. It wasn't even a writing session. We just said, okay, let's get in here and see what we can come up with. And he played me about 1,000 songs he was working on, and some of which he was hoping that maybe I would listen to and go, yeah, I want to do that song. One in particular I ended up doing for the album. We listened to each other's music. We realized a lot of the stuff we were working on is similar to what he was working on. The next day we got in the studio and wrote See No More in like 2 hours. It was really great. He loves cartoon. We were sitting recording and he was like, can we take a 30-minute break? And I was like, yeah, sure, why? He's like, my favorite Cartoon Network show's on. And it was on mute and I was like, sure, I'm down.
What cartoon was it?
I think it was like, I don't want to misquote it, but it was something, it was like Johnny Bravo or one of those old school ones, the good stuff.
Why is the album called Fast Life?
It's one of the songs on the album. Kind of explains my life these days, just running around, but also just loving life. It's about a song about going out with your friends, having a good time, and just living life to the fullest.
There you go, Joe Jonas hanging out. He's going to perform live in a couple of minutes. I'm not sure about the dog bone challenge. I don't know. Back in a sec with Joe Jonas, y'all. Don't move.
Yes.
JoJo on the radio, in the studio. He's still hanging out. My bud, Joe Jonas. Hey!
Sweet.
Yeah, speed round of questions, say pass if you don't want to answer. I think I gave you one of these a long time ago, Joe, but I totally forgot what you said or what I asked. So here we go. Has nothing to do with music. Joe Jonas, sir, what was your last big splurge? You went nuts at the mall or wherever.
Nike shoes. Bought like at least 6 pairs.
One thing
I'm trying to speed it. Like, you're supposed to answer the questions really fast,
For some reason, the speed round's the slowest part of the show. I don't get it. One thing you do every day.
I eat a lot of almonds.
Strangest thing you've ever autographed, Mr. Joe Jonas?
The strangest thing I've ever autographed. I've autographed a couple babies.
Really?
Yep. Like, sign my baby. And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to do. Sign my baby. That's weird. Is that even your baby? That doesn't look like you.
See a news story later. Joe Jonas signs missing baby.
Oh, God.
Be careful how you answer this one, Joe Jonas. What was the last furry thing you touched?
Let me think about this one. Oh, my neck pillow on my airplane.
Have you ever been mistaken for the wrong celeb, Joe Jonas?
All the time.
Other than your brothers?
All the time. Enrique Iglesias was one. Ricky Martin happens a lot, actually.
Really?
I was at Coachella, and I was with my buddies, and they were like, excuse me, to my friend. And she was, and he was like, yeah, what's up? She's like, are you seriously standing next to Ricky Martin? And he was like, of course. My buddies were like, absolutely. Do you want a photo with him? And he's like, yes, please. And then I'm like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Like, Ricky, I love your songs. Ricky? What? But hey, do you ever get mistaken for celebrities?
I'm going to ask a question now that might answer your question. Do you think that I look like David Beckham? It has been said that I resemble him quite a bit. Take your time. Profile shot here.
There you go. Move your head really fast, real quick. There you go. Oh, there, I saw it.
Do you have a crazy fan encounter? I know you have a ton, but one that sticks out.
I remember there was this one guy from room service that came to the room. Me and my brother were playing video games in our room and in a hotel. And he walked in, and we're just like, I'm signing the bill for the food, and I hear, click, click, click. And I'm like, I look up, and he's just standing there as like we're sitting there like our PJs, like just chilling, playing video games. He's just like, he's not even being like slick about it. He's just like, click, click. And I'm like, are you taking photos? And he's like, oh, me? No. I was like, no, it's definitely. Can I see your phone, please? It was bad.
Most famous person in your phone, Joe Jonas. Don't say your brothers.
I have Vanilla Ice for some reason. I don't know how that happened.
Don't hate.
That's one to brag about.
2 final questions. Speed round.
Get him.
Last thing you pumped.
Last thing I pumped.
Be careful how you answer.
Last thing I pumped. Probably some weights in the gym.
Right.
Nothing exciting.
Have you ever made it rain? If so, how much?
Have I ever made it rain? Maybe on like a tour we had one of those rain things. So make it rain,
like
and we once like it was like real rain on stage. And I remember like towards the end of the tour we were just started messing around, having fun with the audience. And me and my brothers would be like, it was a very serious song. It was a song called "Please Be Mine." I don't know if you guys know that song. And so like it was one of our first songs we ever wrote.
Can you reenact it real quick?
It was just like, please be mine. And then you hear like me or Kevin be like, make it rain. and for those that caught it would be like, what did they just say? Make it rain.
Make it rain, girl. Make it rain.
I love it when you make it rain.
All right, Joe, it's Joe Jonas hanging out. Give him some love. Back in a sec. Don't move.
See ya.